Hi. If you watched the earlier video, we spoke about trauma and how trauma does cause stress and the need therefore to heal the trauma. If you are someone who's struggling how to heal from the traumatic past because it is definitely a matter of stress for you currently, I would want you to watch this video till the end. Hi, I'm Dr. Tarul Dadav, a lucky daughter of doctors, a wife of a supportive husband, a mother of a 7-year-old son, a medical college teacher and a consulting physician, and now turned a stress resilience coach for mothers. Is here going to help you understand how to break your generational trauma so that you can move from frustration to freedom by breaking those traumatic chain patterns that possibly you're experiencing now. We start with this. The generational traumas may not be the case that you are currently feeling them to be. They could be the traumas that you might have experienced in your past, or if you're very clear or if you're very keen, you might identify that there are some patterns that there are presented in you, like a fear of a particular thing, which was also then one of your parent or someone in the family also. Then these traumas are passing on to you, and you now don't want to pass on these traumas to your kids or to the people around you. What to do? You cannot sit and say, trauma, cut. You cannot do that, right? Neither can you take the trauma out from your head, because I am aware that how painful it is to experience something of the past. Sometimes even tears roll down from the eyes. Sometimes you are just paralyzed with the fear and you're not able to do anything in front of you when you feel that particular event happening, or when you see that particular person in front of you. Then what to do? How to deal with it? Simple 7 things which I have myself followed, lived with, I would want you to understand and see and apply in your life too. What's the first one? The first one, before we move ahead and understand that we have to heal a trauma, we first need to accept that yes, there was a trauma which has happened with us. There was a trauma which has happened, and that was an event. There was nothing wrong with me. It was just an event which happened with me, for no fault of mine, for no mess done by me, for no wrong done by me. That was just an event which has happened. So now what do you do? Today you sit and thank God that you have survived that event. You sit and thank God for how different opportunities invariably has opened up because of that event. Of how you have become more sensitive because of that event. Simply gratitude. You have survived, you have made it this far. Okay? Writing sometimes about our own emotions, our pains also is quite liberating. I have done that in the weakest phases of my life, and I continue to do that whenever a particular trauma maybe could be a fight, could be a particular agitation that I'm experiencing in the family, in anywhere, I just write it out. It is pretty liberating, and it just removes that particular bad patch from our thought process currently, at least. And in the longer duration, definitely if you maintain a regular practice. Second, we have experienced trauma. Doesn't mean we own it. Now we want to leave it. What do? We have to ask for help. That's the second one. We need to ask for help and advice. Trust me, there are people around who are equally equipped, equally eager to help you, pull you out. I wouldn't have been helped by anyone had I not told them that I am now willing to get out of my painful patch, my stressful phase. I need help. So the help can be coming in any form. It could be medications, it could be counseling, it could be support, it could be financial aid, it could be guidance, it could be simple advices as well. But seek those things from the person who is capable enough to give you, not from any Tom, Dick and Harry. They might just end up misguiding you, or any inexperienced person. Go to someone who is experienced. Maybe a professional help also at this point of time might serve some good. Second, understand that you have to be connected with your own feeling when you're asking for help. Connect therefore with those who are aligning with your feelings, who are able to understand with your feelings. Not someone who is there just for a purpose. Because you have 10 friends, you speak it out with 10 friends, doesn't go that way. You might have someone who is a very sensitive soul, just connect with that particular person. Third, align to increase your healthy coping stress mechanism. Healthy coping techniques. How do you do that? Now you are stressed. what do you do when you are stressed? Basically, when you are stressed, you're alert, you're awake, your sleep is less, you're agitated, you're not composed, not a very calm thinker, you're irritable. So now what do you do exactly? Approach consciously, mindfully, make it a habit to take adequate amount of rest. Your body needs time to heal. You just cannot be on the guards every time. You have to read. Your mind is already fogged up with those thoughts, with those memories. You read to divert yourself. You read to learn something new. And at times, some solutions are also found out when you're reading. Happened with me many a times, continues to happen with me even now. Third is recreation. Recreation doesn't specifically mean watching TV, playing on mobile. Definitely not. Recreating is indulging in some of your hobbies that you have long lost. Now, these hobbies actually serve the purpose of releasing a lot of stress that you have been harboring. They bring out the best in you gradually, not one fine day, not just one day when you do it. So, indulge in specific time durations of recreational activities. Maybe like singing, drawing, dancing, music, gardening, knitting, anything that you really enjoy. Or rejuvenate yourself with exercises, spas, massage, or anything that you really enjoy. Fourth, adapt. Why do you need to adapt? Because you have experienced that particular event. Now you cannot just chop it off. I've heard one professor say, if a civil engineer is being told to build a road from one village to another, and now he has to build a road through a river, through a forest, and through mountain, what would he do? Would he cut out all the water? Would he cut out all the trees? Would he cut out all the mountains? No, practically not. He has to navigate through it. Therefore, if that particular event is there, we have to learn to adapt and navigate through that particular situation. Therefore, develop the skills to navigate ourselves. So, avoid the things that basically are triggering while in the process of healing. So, avoid those newses, avoid those areas. Understand when to disconnect and when to walk away. So now there are certain aunties who will press on those painful buttons. You should know how to walk out from them softly, how to avoid them, and how to just be in our own zone, right? We have to just navigate. We cannot just put a complete ban on them, right? And then over the process also, over a period, we have to make our own boundaries clear. Like, this is the time when I'm going to talk, this is the time when I'm not going to talk, these are the topics that I'm going to speak on, these are the topics that I'm not going to speak on. Be clear on it. Because unless and until we are clear on it, every auntie is going to just poke the nose because it's an area of interest for them. They may not be very empathetic, they may not be very sensitive to what are painful areas. So it's your own responsibility to set the boundaries and decide what is good, what is not for you in the process of healing. Fourth is acclimatize. When we are going climbing, what do? We acclimatize ourselves. We just don't one fine day go over there. So we have to acclimatize over here as well. Now we have been in a stress low phase, right? And we want to get out over here, which is frustration free, which is very healthy phase. How do? We have to just start acclimatizing physically and mentally also. We cannot one fine day just open the door and we say, oh, I'm stress free. That doesn't happen. So what do we do over here is, we start acclimatizing slowly by improving our fitness, by improving our reading, by improving our networking, improving our social skills at our own pace. No one is pushing on you over here to do that. But we have to navigate. So navigation के लिए acclimatization भी बहुत जरूरी हो जाता है. Otherwise we'll get a shock of our life again if we touch over there without acclimatizing. Sixth is aspire. First, it is the most important thing. Like, you have to have that desire to come out of it. If and only you have the desire, यार मुझे बाहर निकल के कुछ तो करना है, अभी बस हो गया. ये aspiration is something you need to be having. No matter how much of a push your doctor might give you for medication, how much of a push your family might give you or motivate you, you have to feel that from within somewhere. You need to aspire. Now this is enough. I have been over here sulking, sad, sobbing. Now this is not a space that I want to be in. You want to move out. It should be your first and foremost aspiration more than anything else. So once you aspire, things will naturally start clearing up. You will be okay to face that ruffles and you'll be okay also because you want to now chart on those paths that earlier you haven't walked. And you're walking on your terms, you're moving ahead on your terms, and you're moving ahead on the path that you have decided. It's not some doctor who is pulling you, some counselor who is pulling you. It is you who has to aspire, and that time the force is much faster, force is much stronger, and journey is much smoother. That's what I really feel. It should be coming and achieve. Trust me, once you have decided to get free from that frustrated phase, you want to be out. You want to be out from that victim phase and come out as a winner and a victor. You can achieve. You can achieve anything because now you have decided to heal your own self consciously, mindfully, and you know clear cut how to do it. So don't you think now this is going to be difficult? Definitely, but an easy phase, easy path, or easy journey. It is indeed going to be a difficult thing because we don't want to move out and tell we are traumatized, we are hurt, and we want to do it on our own. But trust me, you cannot walk ahead on your own alone. You need to ask for help, and it's okay to ask for help. There's nothing shameful to be asking for help. On the contrary, when you ask, you will see that your journey is much smoother. So trust me, I know what it is like to be in traumatic phase. I have been through that. And without asking, I wouldn't have been here. But before asking, you need to know why you want to move out. And you have to believe that you can move out. It definitely is possible. It's pakka possible. You just have to give yourself some time and be okay with a slow pace as well. You will heal, but you will also be okay setting your own boundaries now. And you will be a different person altogether than what you were before. And you will also, over a period of time, realize that whatever trauma you have suffered in the past, whatever it was, okay, however brutal it was there for a purpose. And now you will evolve with a why it happened, and now you'll be able to also connect those dots. How it happened, how it has shaped you. Let the trauma not break you. Let it shape you and let it heal you so that you are out to heal others as well. Don't you think this is a nice thing for us to believe and feel that there was some purpose for us to experience that, a higher purpose maybe? So well, if you really resonate with me and agree with me, I would want to hear from you. Do put your comments below. I'll revert back. If you don't, even then I would want you to put your comments below. I would definitely want you to know on what areas you do not agree. Well then, if you are really experiencing some challenges dealing with the trauma, I'm here to help you out completely. Do get on free one-to-one with me by clicking on the link below. I would want to help you out through and through. Trust me. Well, if you're a mom, join the Facebook community, Stress Resilient Community for mothers only. This thing, right? I would be happy to see mothers healing. A healed mother is a better teacher to shape the further generation, I feel. So well, let's together heal our own traumas to break the chain of generational traumas. Till then, I hope you like this video. Watch this video. Do like this video. Watch this video. Do share. Click the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Well, until we meet again, bye.